from those angels to greet him. Ponitman, Tainan, Ponitman, here is like Rav Ya'akov Yitzchak, Hochbal, Ben Eliezer Mashim Miriam Zal, Bal, Abba, Saba Rabba. So the first thing is, by a lot of people, I'll be able to fix this in my lifetime, it's not just the professional accomplishments. The first thing is the family relationships. That everyone saw first is my Abba. He's not the head of, he's not running this or that or involved with all these things. The first thing is the Abba, a Saba, a great-grandfather, Ach Ha'ov, his beloved brother. I know how much for my father. The weekly phone calls, sometimes more frequently in the end of being able to speak to Jerry. Anak b'mamado. We all know Hochbal means a tall tree. So Anak, a giant of giants in his status, doesn't just mean physically, but Anak means everything that he did, he was a giant. Anak b'midotav u'ma'asav. It doesn't have to be with the height. It doesn't have to just be with a title, president, vice president, but also in his character, of a ma'asav in his actions. Natan libo l'klal Yisrael. V'adiv l'chol adam. Gave his heart, not just for his family, not just for his personal growth, but for all of Israel. Because what me and Jerry would talk a lot about from Rav Kook, and yet I was 18, 19 years old, meeting in the Hyatt, gave his heart to Am Yisrael in the Shama Kolelet, always thinking about how to raise up the Klal, carrying Yisrael HaMechel. Gave his heart for the greatness of raising up Am Yisrael, raising up the Nukva, raising up the Knesset Yisrael, to make them great, to build that aspect of the Shekhinah, of every aspect of the Jewish people. The whole pasuk, to take the ashes of the Jews who were killed in the 6 million, from the Holocaust, and the Jews who were affected by World War II, to take the ashes of that community, to really give his whole heart, to rise up from those ashes, to build up communities in those places. Generous beyond belief to every person. Doesn't just mean with writing a check. It also means how you felt when you're in his presence. And again, it's not so simple. When you're always involved with big things, to also care about the small person. It's not so simple to be involved with meeting presidents and politicians and all types of other gvirim and rich people, and then to sit with your nephew who's going through his identity crisis and spiritual struggle. It's not so simple to walk on East Broadway and to deal with some of the most eccentric, unique personalities that the Lower East Side attracted, and older singles and who never found themselves. And to be able to have that adiv is a generosity of spirit and heart to Chol Adam. And this was something so special about Jerry. Arshato to lavel to lanetzach. So what's your moreshet? What's going to scorch you forever? This moreshet that we wrote, whoever put it together, everyone put it together and gave a little sentence and a line. Each word is prophetic. Each word is the olam umloa. I'm seeing it for the first time. There's moreshet, this tradition, and this legacy stays forever and forever. Tet Kislev was the birthday, Tafresh Sadik Dalit. I'm not going to try to do the math there. You'll have to help me on that one. Tafresh Sadik Dalit, when was the 1933. 1933. Itchat Ada, Bet. I think they have this Ada. We know 3 days after Purim, in the morning, the Hashash morning. I realized that Jerry didn't wake up. Tavshin, Bet. Ten Yishmatat Tzura, Yitzra Chayim. His soul should stay eternally, forever and forever and forever. Everyone knows that the grave of a tzaddik, the grave of every person, especially of a righteous person, there's always 5 parts of a soul: a nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, and yechida. There's always by every person, every righteous person, a kusta dechiyuta. Zohar Kadosh writes, and the Rizal writes, there's a little breath of life that's always stays there. The death is not permanent; it's only temporary. And we're waiting. Melech meimet u'machayim atzmiach Yeshua. Ran writes, and other tzaddikim write, when you come to the cave of that righteous person, that beloved relative, connect to all those beautiful attributes that they had. and one could really internalize all the midot and all the tchunot of that deceased individual. Alachat kama v'kama, in our case here, we should really come, not just yard sites, not just on weddings. We should come all the time. We should come. It should be part of. I sort of live from Kikavret Tzadikim. I make my panasa from it, but we should also just do it also. A part of my spiritual hobby is coming to all these places, connecting to the attributes, Nefer, Ruach, Neshama, the Chai Yechid of every tzaddik. And we should always internalize. It's not a goodbye. It's not the end. It's just a beginning. It's a beginning that carries on for each and every one of us. We have to really take that promise. Olam nashkach b'kudecha, ki bam chitani, to never forget, whether it's a teaching, whether it's a whole sefer, whether it's a way of life, it's a mannerism. We'll never forget all your teachings, all your ways. Ki bam chitani. That's what keeps us alive. That keeps us going forever and forever. And Gilda, not that I'm picking out one person more, but I just know at the end how you kept them alive. Ki bam chitani. You also your chesed. And non-stop giving and non-stop commitment. There's no, that I could think of, a person that I know, and I know literally hundreds of thousands of people that did chesed till the end like that. That you didn't take help till that telltale end. But this is amazing, and you really gave Jerry those last days in comfort and honor, that he was able to leave the world with Nishika, with that kiss of, I don't want to use it in the neck, but the kiss of death and the positive kiss of death, that he died in his sleep in Eretz Yisrael. I thought a little bit at the funeral when I was looking at everyone. Olam chater bechayecha. In many ways, Jay got to see his future world in this world also. All that he wanted and he strived for and he longed for and he yearned for, he got to see through each and every one of us. And to get nachat from each and every one of us and to see our own lives filled. Bezat Hashem, maybe a few finishing touches we still need to do. Bezat Hashem, we should see continuation, the family, the nachat and the shalva, with harmony with each other. One of the big Torahs, I don't mean to be long, but one of the Torahs your father told me, so there's the Lower East Side, 8:30 in the morning before davening, maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, learning Medrash Rabbah. So he told this Torah, it's a good Torah to remember. God should bless us and protect us. Bless, Rashi says, and the Medrash says, b'mamam, with money, financial prosperity. But also v'yishmerecha, guard us. So you can learn it, guard us, I shouldn't get stolen. I park on Clinton Street, I park on the block that's not so good, and someone rips off the car. Someone breaks into the car. But v'yishmerecha, that the money should never, God forbid, bring us to fighting. Some people, they get wealthy and then they get a Yerusha, they get an inheritance. This one stopped talking to that one. This one says you don't understand what the mace meant when he wrote it. Yishmerecha, we should be protected from any machloket. And everything should be a meimenuchat in aleni. And all the blessings that we receive from Jerry, spiritual, for every aspect, Yishmerecha, should be protected from any machloket. Yasem l'cha shalom. Everything should be with peace and harmony. Amen.
Amen.